Owning my home, owning my own home was a disaster. It just wasn't for me. I felt the whole time like there's some kind of impending doom or something over me, And ever since I left that lifestyle and bought this van and have been traveling, I don't have that stress anymore. This van has saved my life 100%.
Hi everyone, I'm Autumn, roving reporter with CheapRVliving, and I am here with Flubias. Hi Flubias.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. And we're here to check out your...
This is my AIRSTREAM B190 van. It's called CheapRVliving.
Awesome. This thing is really slick looking. I'm excited to take a look at it. I'm curious to hear about your nomadic journey.
Well, let me give you some context, I guess. I don't know, I grew up kind of rough. Started living on my own when I was 16 years old. When I was about 35 years old, I bought a house. I bought that house and I lived in the house for about 10 years. And then probably right around the pandemic, right before the pandemic happened, I was looking at maybe selling the house and trying to live a little bit more sustainably and things like that. And I had never seen YouTube or YouTube van lifers up until that point. And then I stumbled upon one of Bob's videos. I think he was just like hanging out in his van and talking about the same problems I was having. So I started to pay attention way more at that point. So, I blame the whole fact that I live on the van and people like you that I watched your video and other people's videos, and it just seemed really appealing to me. Where I was gonna like sell my house and try to like build a container home or something like that. Just didn't really alleviate those problems, I didn't think, for me. So I was able to sell my house during the pandemic and buy CheapRVliving here, and yeah, the rest is just traveling. I never was able to travel before. I just didn't have the money to do things like that. I don't know, like this allows me to live sustainably, cheaper, and travel.
But you saw van life, you got the bug, and you wanted to hit the road.
Yeah, I just couldn't stay there anymore. Like I'm a 46-year-old man now. It's either do it now or never do it. So now is the option, and that's what I did. So. And
how long have you been on the road?
I've been on the road for 2 years.
Do you work from the road?
I don't usually do anything online for work, but besides my YouTube channel, but I do work in places like national forest campgrounds or at lodges.
Oh, great.
I did the sugar beet harvest,
Yeah. So camp hosting, you mentioned a YouTube channel. Tell our viewers about your YouTube.
My YouTube channel is at CheapRVliving Adventures. Basically, I just try to share pieces of my life, places I go, things that I do.
Well, would it be all right if we took a look at your van?
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, welcome to my van. This is CheapRVliving. This is a Ford E350 V10 van. It's actually an AIRSTREAM B190, really rare van. They only made 1,300 of these vans from 1980 to 1999. Yeah, it's lifted 3 inches on bigger tires, 31-inch tires. It was like that when I bought it. It was partly the reason why I bought it as well, because it could take me back a little farther into the bush and things like that when I want to camp. I haven't really done too much to this since I bought it. There's been a couple of really important things that I thought were important to add. I have 400 watts of solar on the top here. I also have a 230 amp hour lithium battery that I installed, and I have an inverter, and it is completely off grids. AIRSTREAM just did such an amazing job on this van that you don't really need to add too much to it, in my opinion. I was gonna build a van or build something, but I came across this thing and looked at it and was just like, it has everything I need, and I don't have to spend 6 months or a year of my life like building it out. So it has a 5-gallon water heater, like most RVs. It's got a propane heater to it as well. This is my garage area. I keep my tools, extra propane, outside rug, various things in there. It did come with an own-end generator on board, and it didn't work. So those things actually have problems. So I took this space and instead put my 230 amp hour battery in there.
Oh, excellent.
The overall height of the van is around 10 feet with the 3-inch lift that it has on it right now. So the inside, the front of it is 6'8" as far as the height, and the back of it is 6'4". Yeah, there's two prerequisites that I needed, that I wanted. I didn't need, I wanted. I wanted to be able to stand in the van, and I wanted a full bathroom in the van, and that's really a hard thing to find with any of these types of vans for this era. This is just a little doorway to all the pots and pans and things if I'm going to cook outside.
Oh, that's handy.
This is where I keep my dry goods here in the van. And this is where I keep my clothes.
That's a lot of storage.
And also have a couple of drawers down here. I keep my shorts down here and my socks and underwear here. This up here is my electronics cabinet. If I can get it open. These are for the functions of the van. You can switch between the high output stuff like your AC and your microwave and things like that. This is just my knickknacks, everything that you know you need. You know, the Starlink lights and the decor.
Very nice.
If you turn around and look behind you, that is where I keep my kitchen, my outside kitchen, my outside bathroom. That's a 54 quart bodega freezer. I use that as a freezer. And that actually is a queen size bed up there. That thing pulls out all the way to the nook here and makes a full queen size bed.
And so this is your bed.
Yeah, the whole time I was sleeping on this bed here, and not utilizing the bed up there. So this is the other thing that I redid in the van. This had a little fold down bed that came out here, and I think maybe made a little bit smaller than a full size bed. Well, it was just absolutely disgusting, and I just ripped it out. So what I did, instead of spending $1,000 on an RV bed, is just I bought a cot-size spring mattress and a king-size headboard pillow. So the number one reason why I really chose this van is because of all of the storage that it has. I mean, there is storage everywhere you turn around in this van. I'm even utilizing the bed for storage as well. But down here, you have access to the same door outside, pots and pans, dishes, and things like that. Just like a home size stuff.
Wow.
These are all my utensils. And then I have all my canned goods here.
Oh, this is a lot of storage.
And then I have my shoes, cleaning supplies. This one doesn't open. I wish it did. I wish it popped down and I could make a spice rack out of that. But instead I use this up here for my spice rack and stuff like that.
Oh, perfect.
I do have huge sink in here as well, which
Nice.
I like. This is one of the only vans of this era that actually has a stove in it too. I even have an ice maker.
Wow.
And this is my Keurig.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, in those hot days when you want some iced tea, which I'm a really big fan of some iced tea, I could just pop that thing out and make some ice and have some good iced tea.
I'm just noticing all of that storage behind you. My goodness.
Yeah, this goes all the way around. There's mirrors all the way around, and there's cabinets all the way around. Even though they're not very deep, it is way more storage for a bathroom than I ever had anywhere in a home in my life. And like I said, this is so rare of a van that this actually has I am standing in a full wet bath right now.
Wow.
And this is, as far as I know, this year of this van for this era, that's not a Class B plus. This is just a Class B. The Class B pluses are the ones that are wider with bump outs. This is the only one that actually has a full wet bath. And I'm standing in the shower pan right now, and the toilet's right here beside me. And it actually has a little sink in here too. And if you look up top here, I do have my projector, and I have a projector screen that kind of sits, just wedges back there where the front face of the bed is, so I can watch. I have Apple TV, and I can watch whatever I want on that thing. Yeah, this is a Lagoon Table. Basically, you could sit on the couch with it and eat with it, or actually, this is my editing desk right here. This is where I sit and do all my editing for my YouTube channel. Without that thing in here, it'd be less comfortable than I would like it to be, because then I would only be able to work off of that thing. But man, this thing is anybody that has a Lagoon Table knows it's a game changer. So for sure.
Yeah, excellent. Did you install it or did it come?
I came with it, luckily, so
Nice.
it's probably something I probably wouldn't have done myself, but I am so thankful that it's there. So this van pretty much saved my life. It took me out of a bad situation I didn't want to be in anymore. I just felt like I, had no hope at that point. I felt like I was going nowhere in life. I felt like I was never going to be able to do anything, cool with my life ever, because I really never traveled and never did anything. Just small town Indiana boy with dreams. And look at me today. This van has saved my life 100%. So
wow, that is so powerful. So if you were to have a message for folks out there who are feeling despair, feeling hopeless, feeling stuck in a small town, what would you tell them?
I mean, hard work and perseverance will bring you to wherever you want to be. Just set your mind to those things and work there to get, work to get there. And man, the fruits that I felt from all that labor have really changed my life and for the better. I don't live a perfect life. I don't live, I still have money issues and things like that, but man, I'm doing it in the most beautiful places in the world instead of like small town Indiana by a cornfield. And
I'm curious, is this like a lifetime thing for you? Are you playing it by ear?
I mean, owning my home, owning my own home was a disaster. It just wasn't for me. I felt the whole time like there was some kind of impending doom or something over me, And ever since I left that lifestyle and bought this van and have been traveling, I don't have that stress anymore. This van is bought and paid for. I was able to make money off my house when I sold it, so I'm 46 years old and I'm completely debt-free for the first time in my life as an adult.
Wow.
The only bills that I have are my phone bill, my Starlink bill, and the insurance for the van. I carry full coverage insurance on the van. Those are my only bills now, and that in itself is a life changer for anybody. Being able to work and then use my money, for things like travel and food and experience, like instead of rent or mortgage, bills, like buying things online, things like that. Of course I have gear, but every piece of my gear has a function and I need it. I'm not wasting any of my money, not wasting any of my time anymore. I'm living more sustainably and more intentionally.
And I'm curious to hear, so if there are folks out there who want to do this, but they just haven't taken that leap yet because they're afraid, because they're concerned, what advice would you have for them?
I mean, don't wait. I mean, every second that you wait, you're just wasting that valuable time, in my opinion, where you could be out like living your best life and living intentionally. So just do it. Definitely don't stand on it. Just do it.
Thank you so much, Flubias, for sharing your van, your story. And again, you're on YouTube. Remind us of your channel.
It's at CheapRVliving Adventures is my channel. And my Instagram is also CheapRVliving Adventure Van. All one word for both of those.
Excellent. So for some inspiration and to follow his journey, be sure to subscribe. And if you got anything out of this video, folks, be sure to hit that like button and comment and subscribe. Bye, guys.
Bye.